Welcome back to a new session on game theory. In last lecture we have learned the history of game theory, what is the game theory, which type of strategy of game theory, and a different terminology of game theory. Today we will learn a game theory formulation and find out the value of game by using a saddle points and what is the flow chart to solve the game theory. So here the game theory formulation, we have a matrix for player A and for we have a game theory formulation, we have a player A and player B. Here the value that is given, the payment of value A, for vertical they have value the payment of B. Here the player B and here the player A's payoff matrix A1, 1, 2 up to so AMN. So let's player A have M courses of action and player B have N courses of action. Right, the value can be shown by the pair of matrix. Row represent each matrix, that is the action available for player A, and column represent each matrix, a course of action available at player B. The cell value represent the payment of A in case of player A of A's payoff matrix, and for B in case of B's payoff matrix. Player A is always called the maximizing player, player B is always called minimizing player. Player is always try to maximize his minimum gain, and player B always try to minimize maximum loss, as we seen in Maximin and Maximin and Minimax, right? That is the basic formulation of game theory. Next, types of game theory. So based on the number of competitors involved, a game theory which is a two-player, that is called two-person game. If the game theory involves more than two persons, that is called n-person game. And based on outcome of the game, if the sum of the players' gains and loss equal to 0, that is called the zero-sum game theory. And if sum is not 0, that is called a non-zero sum. So that is non-zero sum game theory, right? Here the basic flow chart of game theory means first we have to write a payoff matrix. After that we have to apply maximin or minimax principle, right? Means find out the minimum value of the row and maximum value in the column. If saddle point is there, so if saddle point is exists, so the value of game, that is a saddle point. If saddle point does not exist, then we will move forward to the another one, means it is 2 by 2 matrix. Is 2 by 2 matrix, then yes, and solved by the analytical or algebraic matrix methods for mixed strategy. If 2 by 2 matrix is not there, then we have to use a dominance rules to reduce the size of matrix and convert into 2 by 2 matrix. If after applying a dominance rule we get 2 by 2 matrix, and we solve by the algebraic and analytic method. But after applying the dominance rule, we can't get 2 by 2 matrix. So we have get a 2 by n matrix or m by 2 matrix. So we have to solve that matrix by using a graphical method, or we have to use, if a matrix is m by n, then we have to use a LP method to solve the graphical, to solve the game theory. So it's a basic flow chart of solving a game theory. First, if saddle point exists, so the problem is over. If not exists, then 2 by 2 matrix, then we have to use algebraic or arithmetic method. If it possible, if it not possible, then if 2 by 2 matrix is not there, more than 2 by 2 matrix, then we have to use dominance rules. After dominating all the columns and rows, we have to minimize that matrix. Then again apply the methods, algebraic and analytic. After applying dominance, we can't get matrix in form of 2 by 2, then we have to use graphical methods. So let's see the saddle point. What is saddle point? Rule to find out the saddle point. So first select the minimum element in each row of payoff matrix. write them under the minimum of row heading. Then we have to select the largest element among these elements and enclose it in a rectangle. Clear? Select the maximum element in each column of the payoff matrix and write them under the column maxima heading. First, what we have to do, we have to take a minimum value from the row and we have to write that in minimum row heading and do the rectangle in largest value of the minimum row. Clear? Then after we have to proceed for the column. We have to write a column maxima. We have to write maximum value of each column. Then select the lowest value from all the maxima column and round and we enclose it in a circle. And find out the common elements in circle as well as rectangle and mark the position such elements in the matrix, and that is known as the saddle point, and that is the value of game. This example, find out the value of game by using a saddle point method. So what we have to do in saddle point, here player A strategy are given, player B strategy are given. So for this, here the player we use the same table over here, and for finding the saddle point, what we have to do, first we have to find out the minimum value from row. Means here first row minimum value is equal to 40, here the minimum value is equal to 45, here the minimum value is equal to 30. We have to put this value and make one heading that is known as a row minima. Means so we can get another row minima head in which we have to put the minimum value of that respective row. Now the second step is that in a row minima we have to rectangle on maximum value. Means here maximum value is equal to 45, so we have to put here rectangle over here. Now we have to find out a column maxima for getting the maximum value of the column. Means here we can see the maximum value of column 61, here 45, here we can get a 55, here we can get a 51. All the values we put in a column maxima, we can get 60, 62, 45, 55 and 51. Among all the values we have to enclose a circle on each value on the minimum value of this column maxima. Means here the minimum value is 45, we have to enclose a circle. So here the 45 we can get at a maxima and minima value, so that is known as a saddle point, and a value of game, that is a 45. So now clear how we find out the saddle point and how we got the value of game. In next we have to learn a limitation of game theory. So the first limitation of game theory is risk uncertainty are not taken into the account. Means game theory is one type of decision making theory, and in decision making there are the three types: certainty, uncertainty and risk. Means risk and uncertainty will not consider, that is the main limitation. Second limitation is only here a fixed number of competitors. Means here we consider 2 by 2 matrix. Means here 2 competitors are there, but in real market that is not possible. Third one, here we have to use a finite course of action, which is not actually realistic approach. Means at different condition we have a different strategy to play a game. Fourth one is zero sum game, which is not realistic as we seen in past. Knowledge of payoff is known in advance, which is not realistic, is not possible knowledge of payoff. Game theory shows the problem outcome under different conditions. It does not show how to play the game. That is the main limitation of game theory. Means it shows only the problem outcome of different conditions, but how it's played to maximize or minimize game, it will not show. The knowledge about the strategy available to the opponent player is assumed, which may not be possible in case of the competition. Means we have to assume some strategy, but it may not possible in real time the competition. Next one is dynamic approach of changing market demand is ignored. This dynamic approach is not possible, right? Next is dominant strategy. up to we have to learn pure strategy, that is the dominant strategy. This dominant strategy we have to learn in next lecture. Thank you.